Walk into any room, a meeting, a negotiation, a conversation between two people. On the surface, it looks simple. Words are exchanged, ideas are presented, decisions are made. But underneath all of it, something else is happening, something invisible, emotion, not just what is said, but how it is felt. And more importantly, who is in control of that emotional environment? Because across leadership, psychology, and negotiation research, one pattern is consistently observed. The person who regulates emotion best influences outcomes most, not necessarily the smartest, not the loudest, not the most aggressive, the most controlled. This is not about manipulation in a deceptive sense. It is about understanding how emotion affects perception, decision-making, and behavior, and using that understanding to remain in control. The hunter does not dominate the room through force. He dominates through awareness. Human decisions are not purely rational. This is widely established in behavioral economics and psychology. Studies show that emotion plays a central role in how people evaluate risk, trust information, and make choices. Even in structured environments like business or law, emotion influences outcomes. For example, stress can narrow attention, anger can increase impulsive decisions, fear can reduce risk-taking, confidence can increase persuasion. This means, if emotion shifts, decisions shift. The hunter understands this, so instead of ignoring emotion, he studies it, because it is not noise, it is signal. Before you influence a room, you must control yourself. This is not optional, because emotional states are contagious. This is supported by research on emotional contagion. People subconsciously mirror the emotional states of others. So if you enter a room, anxious leads to others feel tension. Aggressive leads to others become defensive. Calm, others stabilize. The hunter uses this. He regulates his breathing, his posture, his tone, because he understands your internal state becomes the external environment. If you lose control, you lose influence. Most people enter a room and start talking. The hunter does the opposite. He observes. Because before you influence emotion, you must understand it. He looks for body language, tone shifts, eye contact, energy levels, group dynamics. These are not guesses. They are observable behaviors, and they provide information. Who is confident? Who is uncertain? Who is leading? Who is reacting? This allows the hunter to map the room, and once you understand the room, you can move within it strategically. Every room has a baseline, a general emotional tone. It could be tense, neutral, energetic, distracted. Your first task is to identify it, because influence requires alignment. If the room is tense and you enter aggressively, you escalate it. If the room is uncertain and you enter calmly, you stabilize it. The hunter adjusts. He does not impose blindly. He aligns first, then shifts. Once you understand the emotional baseline, you respond with precision, not overreaction, not underreaction, calibration. This concept is widely used in negotiation and communication training. It means matching intensity, then guiding it. For example, if someone is frustrated, acknowledge, then redirect. If someone is uncertain, provide clarity. If someone is aggressive, remain composed. The hunter does not mirror emotion blindly. He uses it as information, then responds intentionally. Calm is not passive, it is controlled presence. In high-pressure environments, calm behavior signals confidence, competence, stability. Research in leadership psychology shows that calm individuals are often perceived as more credible because they appear in control. The hunter uses calm strategically, not to avoid conflict, but to maintain control within it. If someone is highly emotional, their decision quality decreases. So instead of escalating, the hunter reduces reactivity. How? Slowing the pace of conversation, lowering vocal tone, asking focused questions, avoiding confrontation language. These techniques are consistent with conflict resolution frameworks. They create space, and space allows emotion to settle. Direct statements often trigger resistance. Questions do not. This is supported by communication research. Questions engage cognitive processing instead of defensive reactions. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," the hunter asks, "What outcome are you aiming for?" This shifts the conversation from confrontation to exploration. And when people think, they calm down. Timing matters. Silence matters. Speaking too early reduces impact. Speaking too often reduces authority. The hunter waits. He allows others to speak. He gathers information. Then he responds. And when he does, it is deliberate. There is a distinction. Manipulation involves deception. Control involves awareness and regulation. The hunter operates in control. He does not mislead. He does not deceive. He maintains clarity. Because long-term influence depends on trust. To apply this, 1. Control your breathing before entering. 2. Observe the room for 30 to 60 seconds. 3. Identify emotional baseline. 4. Match tone initially. 5. Guide conversation gradually. 6. Use questions instead of confrontation. 7. Maintain calm under pressure. These are trainable skills. Over time, you become less reactive. Others become more responsive. Your influence increases not through force, through control. The room does not belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the most controlled mind. Because control creates clarity. Clarity creates influence. And influence determines outcomes. Control yourself. Understand the room. And move with precision. That is how you lead without force.